If your team members are not here, just try and make sure that they are connected. Just try and make sure that your team members are connected. If they're not here, I know that we are having some network issues. We're having network issues all over Africa, but I'll try my best because I have 4 different networks. I have 4 different networks here with me. I'll try my best to ensure that.
I tell you, it's crazy.
I think Glo seems to be the best that is going. I have SpectraNet, I have MTN, I don't know. I don't know. But I want to see this opportunity to welcome all of us to this recruitment and retailing masterclass. If your team members are not here, try as much as possible to make sure that they are connected, because this evening we are going to try our best to ensure that we equip them with the right skills that they need to grow their businesses at a time like this. So let's know where you are joining us from. Let's know when you're joining us from, so that we'll be able to know what our reach is like. Let's know where you're joining us from. If your hands are not too busy, just type on the chat where you are joining us from, so that we will know how to welcome people appropriately. Yes, Efo, thank you so much. As usual, thank you for joining us. Judy, thank you for joining us. Priska from Port Harcourt. Wow, Dr. Manoa. Wow, from Canada, Dr. Lulu. That's great. That's great. Thank you so much, Alexander Iwuchukwu Omobolaji from Lagos. Thank you so much for being part of this recruitment masterclass this evening. Now, the good thing is that I'm not here alone. I'm not going to do this alone. And I have these amazing ladies. You know, every day I try to fulfill this Bible verse that said, "Blessed are you among women." I have some amazing and beautiful FBOs with me here to join me in this training today. First, I have Mrs. Susan Itemago. Mrs. Susan Itemago is with us. She is a Sapphire manager. And one thing I know about her is that when we talk about selling to high class, when we talk about selling to the high end, yes, I know she's one of the FVOs that tries her best to ensure that she connects our brand to the who and who, not just in Nigeria, but all over the world. So, Mrs. Istemago, welcome to this section. We know we are all going to learn from you today, especially the young ones. They are going to learn from you. I know you are going to give it your best shot. I also have with me Mrs. Adu Kainde. Mrs. Kainde is one person I respect so much because she's quiet, she's silent, but she's a silent achiever. She's a silent achiever. And there was one thing she told me at the embassy, and I pinched myself and I said, I think this is the way to go. This is the way to go. So when you have the high-end customers and you know you have them and you are determined to reach them, you are determined to ensure that they know the value that our products can provide to them. I think that is a way to go. So Ms. Adu this evening will also take some time to educate all of us, to train all of us, and to give all the right skills that we need at a time like this. The next person I have is Mrs. Ngozi Achonwa. Mrs. Ngozi Achonwa, I always say she's one of you that rebranded herself totally. And her target market is a market that I strongly believe that we need to learn from her. We need to learn from her. Learn from her. She doesn't just deal with the high end. She also ensures that her spread and her channel are in line with what we need, are in line to serve us at a time like this. So having said that, ladies and gentlemen, why do we need to do this? Why is it important that we do this? Why is it really important? Over time, you have seen that some of us have different approaches that we do the business. Some of us strongly believe that their approach is the best. Some of us believe that if I just decide on recruiting only, recruiting people and not sell is the best. And others believe that if I just sell and not have team members, that is the best, because I don't want to depend on people. I don't know the kind of result that I am going to get. But I tell you, we need to have a myriad of strategies. We need to try as much as possible to incorporate everything that we can get in our business so that we can grow. And one aspect of our business that we cannot overemphasize is the need for each and every one of us to have high-level customers in our business. Now, who are high-level customers? Who are high-level customers? High-level customers are the ogas. Like one of my friends will always say, they are the ogas. So they are the chief executives, they are the CEOs, they are the managers in other business. They are, most importantly, they are those people that you strongly believe that don't need the business. So from your perspective, you are seeing it that they don't need the business. But I tell you, one thing that we can all agree with is that they need the product. They don't just need the product because it's going to help them grow as a business. But I tell you, if you look at it the other way, then they need the product so that they can stay healthy, so that they can look better, feel better to do any business that they want to do. That is why it's key. And if we don't reach them, if we don't sell to them, other people will reach them. Because every day what they are doing is that they are looking for how to get energized. They are looking for how to get the vitality. They are looking for how to be fit. They are looking, and they are ready to pay for it. So there are those that will travel and you see they will go for their supplements. They buy the big bottle supplements. They buy everything they need and they come back with it. So these are the kind of people that we are looking at, and these are the kind of people that are our target in line with this training, so that we will know how we can reach them. So having said this, I don't have much to say because I have beautiful ladies with me and I want them to start. So we'll definitely start with like I said earlier, we'll start with Mrs. Susan Itemago. Mrs. Susan Itemago will start for us. She will start for us and she will take us through how we can sell, how we can recruit, how we can sell, how we can retail to high-end customers. Mr. Temago, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Thanks for having me. Good evening. Happy to be here. The network is somehow, but by God's grace, we'll go through. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you can go on.
Okay, hello everyone. So you just allow me to
share. Okay, let me see.
You just allow me to share my screen.
Yeah, you can. It's done.
Please, can somebody let me know if you're seeing my screen? Okay.
Yes, we can see it.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. I'll just kind of play. Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone is doing fine. I hope we are all doing great. It's a beautiful Saturday evening. So I'm really glad to be here. And thanks, Mr. D, for having me here. So today we're talking about selling to high-end clients, high-end clients. So I'm just going to start by saying that a lot of us are, if you're here and you're struggling to attract high-end clients to your business, and you're tired of competing on price and not getting the revenue you deserve, this training is actually going to help you, because I'm going to be sharing some strategy, and I'm sharing the strategy. I'll be just
Hello, Mr. Tamago, are you there?
You are not getting me?
Okay, we can hear you now.
Okay, can you hear me now? Oh my God, I hope this network helps us.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so like I was saying, I said, it's just a question. Are you struggling to attract high clients to your business? Are you tired of competing on price and not getting the revenue you deserve? So today's training is going to help us. And as I go along, I'm going to actually be talking about sharing my experience and, how I'm able to do what I do. But before we go into that practical aspect of it, I just feel that it's necessary that we get some knowledge about it. We have some tools to take away so that we can be able to do what we want to do, some skills. So the objective of any business is to make as much profit as possible. One of the most foolproof ways to do this by targeting high-end customers. That's what Mr. Daniel was saying just now. For your products and for our services, for any services, they are the best fit for you because they have much higher spending power and can buy your services or product at higher prices, translating to higher profit margin for you and for your company. So how do you go about attracting this client? That's what we're here to learn. And as a business owner who sell products and services, these strategies will help you to stand out in a competitive and luxury market to attract clients willing to pay a premium. So that's also I just with him. So what is a high-earning customer? A high-earning customer, as we all know, is an influent customer or a high net worth individual. Is someone who has a relatively high level of income or significant financial assets, while there is no universal agreement upon threshold to who define any customer. They typically have fallen within the top income percentiles of a given population. So what we're just saying, these are just people who have the money to spend, you understand, who can buy your product without having to price or because they know that they're going to get value from it, that you will not even struggle to sell to those people. And there are also individuals that have diverse source of income. So they are not limited in their income. They want to buy something, they go for it. They have investments. They just have their money. They are working for the money, and they know that for working for that money, they want to use their money to look better and to feel better. This like is that why work if you can't get yourself better? These are the high-end users, people who have money. So those are the people that we should target. So in our marketing and sales, the high-end customers are often targeted by business. One of the reasons is that because they know that they can afford, because they know that these people, they can buy anything. Just like you have somebody that have money that travels abroad, especially at this time. And there's no better time to have those customers here in Nigeria than now, because these are people who usually travel abroad to get their supplements, who usually just go. They don't believe that they have to get their supplements, they have to get it from you. But right now, a lot of them too are still considering the dollar rate. So they will just say, oh, if I can get this thing here, why travel abroad? So those people who can travel, who can get their products, who can buy the product with any because they have the money. So those are the high-end users. So selling products to high-end customers often requires emphasizing quality, exclusivity, personalized service, tailored your marketing messengers to highlight luxury, exceptional value, unique features that cater for them, discerning taste, Building relationship through personalized communication and exceptional customer services can also enhance their loyalty and increase repeated purchases. So I'm just going to be going through some strategies. And as you look at it, it's something that you can practice. It's something that you can put to book. So effective strategy to attract high-end clients and boost your business revenue. So these are all the market research. I'll be going through it one we'll see it. So I just put out the logo out there. Market research, VIP program, personalized, high quality and influencer marketing, deliver exceptional customer services, networking, and continuous innovation, exclusivity, continuous customer engagement, and white glove delivery and networking too. So some of those things are like, if we go through it one by one, I'll just be running through it, is that market research, understand the preference, lifestyle, and purchasing power of high-income customers is very important. This can help you tailor your product, pricing, and marketing effort to better resonate with them. You understand them. You, like, if you have friends or maybe you have met somebody, you weigh the people. You understand, what would this one buy? What would this person buy? And you know that, yes, they can purchase. So it's doing that market research, even within your friends or within outside. There's so many ways you can do it. Exclusivity, create limited edition, exclusive product that appeal to their desire for uniqueness and prestige. For this, I usually use my aloe in this guide. Like people who wants to buy my aloe, I always tell them that aloe vera is exclusive because nobody does aloe vera the way forever aloe. Anywhere I am in the world, you can have a lot of aloe in the shop. But I will always tell my customers and say, if you go to any shop in the world to buy aloe, it's not like aloe vera. It's not like forever aloe vera. We have the exclusive rights. We have the patented rights. If you see any aloe vera in the shop, it cannot be like aloe. So that for the aloe vera, I use this with my high-end customers because they want something really big. They want something that nobody has. If you look at those high-end customers, they want to buy things that are not common. So aloe vera is not common. If there's any product that we have that we can actually tell somebody, go anywhere in the world, you will not find anything like this is our aloe vera. So those are the things we actually present to them. And they want to see, they want those things that are not common, and they go for it. High quality presentation. Thank God for our forever products. We have this presentation. So these are the things we need to come out, bring out. We don't have to invest in those packaging. We don't have to invest in branding. I'm just saying, this is what I'm just saying is a general thing. But for a forever business owner, you don't have to spend money on these things because it's already branded for you. It's a company that is well known. So sell it to your and so sell it to people. Sell it to them that, yes, and we use all the entitlement. I use certification a lot when it comes to our products. Tell people that this aloe vera gel is certified. Aloe vera gel is from this company. If you tell somebody that aloe vera gel has this certification like the Muslim certification, those certifications are certifications that you don't pick from the floor. It's products that have high quality, that have this. So those are the things that you sell to people, and then make them feel that this product is not something that you pick from the shop. Yes, you can get it from one or two shops, and it's even like is FBO that sell it. So it's not something that anybody can just sell. So those are all the things that we need to use. All these qualities are what we need to present to our high-end users so that they will look at it and value those things, value your product very well. So you are looking at luxury partnership, you are looking at exceptional customer services. Exceptional customer services is that you don't just send product to them anyhow. You make it look as if they are kind of special. The product gets to them. When I'm delivering my product to people in Abuja, or maybe I have high quality of products, Mr. D knows it. I partner with the Forever office. I don't just send it anyhow. Like I partner with Forever office. Forever office will help me kind of, take it to wherever to Abuja, and then from there we'll arrange it, and then they get it to their customers. So those are all the things that we need to when we are looking at that. And when we are doing it, like if you're going to present a product to Shell, or you are going to present a product to big companies, you are not just going to present it like that. There must be kind of branding. You must present it as if it's something big. So those are all the things that we need to look at when we are thinking of getting, high-end customers. So what do you think, how to position yourself as a seller if you want to do that? You understand their needs. Do a research, understanding it, emphasize on quality. We cannot take that away from the high-end user. An ordinary man can just see something and buy it, but a high-end user is always emphasizing on the quality. And the product of our quality and the quality of our product is something unique. So we need to emphasize on that. We don't just sell products. We need to emphasize on the quality, emphasize on, focus on the exclusivity. You cannot run away from that. I use that a lot. You understand? Personalize your experience. You are using it because the people that you're going to meet, maybe that your class, let them know that this is what you use. Because there's a saying that you don't sell products, you sell yourself. You sell yourself. Do it. Let them know that this is what you use. From some of my high-end user, I tell them this is what my husband used. This is what you. Somebody say, your husband is very slim. I just said that my husband lost 25 kg by using this product. And by the time they see my husband, I say, oh, your husband is using this. Yes, like my 5 drinks. My husband actually buy those 5 drinks in his office and he drinks. And somebody says, oh, who used this? My husband uses it to serve people. Use it for Christmas gifts, Christmas hampers. So you have to personalize that experience and show them your experience and other things. And those are the things. Build trust and credibility, maintain discretion. You have to maintain, you have to put them, because those VIP people, they want to be discreet. They don't want you to just start telling people, I'm buying this, I'm buying that. So those are the things you create. So you have a one-on-one relationship with them. You cultivate your relationship with them and you keep it going like that. What are the benefits selling to them? Selling to high-end income earners, they are so benefit, higher profit margin. You have high income earners are often willing to pay premium prices. You have here of premium. Those are the things. They can pay anything for it. Once you have actually given them those strategies and tell them what your product is about, don't be afraid to tell them about your product. Don't be afraid to tell them the exclusivity about your product. Don't be afraid to tell them that the certification around your product. Be proud, because those certifications don't come cheap. If you know how much company uses certifying their products, you will know that forever gone a long way to have those sealed, even in their products. A lot of products that people buy don't have those seals. Most of the products we have here, they only have NAFDAC. But you see our product have over how many seals on it. So we should learn to sell those seals on our product, because the high-end user know the meaning of those seals. They know the meaning of those seals that you have in our product. So we use them. Increase your revenue. Selling to high-end user can result in larger individuals transaction. You make a lot of money because they are not there to price your product. They are not there to like, oh, how much is this? So I'm not going to buy it like this. I'm not going, because they have the money to spend. And customer loyalty, thank God for brand prestige. I don't really emphasize, because we know that Forever is well branded. So what is it that as your product is well branded, you too, as a human being, you must brand yourself. You must put yourself in that position that will enable you to say that you can sell these products. So, like you believe in yourself. I'll be coming to that. That's my last slide. High income customers tend to value quality and exclusivity and personalized service. If there's nothing you take away from this training today, is quality and exclusivity and personalized service. That is what Forever is all about. And that is what we offer. Word of mouth marketing, satisfy high income customer can become brand advocates within their social circles, driving word of mouth referrals and attracting new customers. That's very true for me, because are you hearing me? Some of my customers that buy their product, they use the product in their homes. They use it for burial. Like this week now, I have somebody that has doing the mother's burial. And he's saying that if I don't have fab, he's a big guy. He said, if I don't have fab in my mother's burial, there is no drink. You understand? And what I always tell them, like this, even with the way fab is about 64,000 a carton, the way I present my fab, I tell them, I said, how much is champagne? Champagne used to, maybe you're buying champagne, you're going to get champagne for 100 and something. Some of those drinks that people were buying for 18,000, now they buy 100 and something. By the time they equal those things and see that, yes, the money they will use to buy a bottle of drink can be 180,000, but you have 12 of fab for 18,000 for maybe like 64,000 naira. So those are things. So you compare your product. I do that a lot. You compare your product and you get it. So when they use it, and they use it in those occasions and those burial and those things, their friends sees those things and they start to use it. I too do the same thing. Anything, there is no program I do in my house that I don't have fab. I would prefer to buy fab than go buy other drinks outside. So these are the things that we do. Stability, you have, your income is stable. You know, I tell some it's not bragging or something. I don't want to, it's not like bragging. Sometimes I just tell my team members, you people have to work. If you don't have work, the working don't forever pays me for what you work. But if you don't work, I will still make my money. Because I have those people that are buying my products. So I encourage my team members. So you are not stuck with your team members. If your team members are not working, you're not stuck with it. You know, for the past 1 year, if I would have left this business if not for my high-end user, because my team members are not really doing much anymore right now. You know, but I'm still able to pull up. You understand? Still able to pull my purchase up. And it's not for bragging. When I did my South Africa trip, my team member didn't do anything. If you go and look at my 60, it was sales from my high-end user in December, because December is usually my best month. Because December, what I do, I make sure I go to my high-end users and they buy products. I tell them the reason why they have to buy my product for Christmas gifts. And I don't give them cheap products, because once you give them cheap products, they will look at it and say, oh, I can't give this to my client. You know, some of them right now, they can't even give, before they even give one crate of fab out, they are looking at this crate of fab is very expensive. You understand? So you present your bill like that, because that's how your income is stable. So with that, my income has been stable with the fact that I have high-end users buying my products. So can you imagine that you are able to sell, you know, fab of about 120 case credit? Just imagine the profit. And I don't sell on retail, I don't sell on wholesale. Because what I do, I ask my customers, my high-end customer, to pay directly. That's another thing I started doing too. I ask them to pay directly to Forever. I do that a lot now. Because when you send the companies, when you send the company's bank account to them, they know that you are not trying to cheat them, or you are not trying to put them out. And they love the fact that they are dealing directly with the company. So I ask for Forever account. I give them the retail price. I ask for the Forever account. They pay directly to the Forever account. And at the end of the month, you see that by 15th of every month, my income is really big, even without my team doing much. And you can see that it comes in almost like 7-figure or whatever, triple of 4 times 7-figure. So that's the kind of sales. That's the kind of place when you sell to high-end users, when you develop these customers, you will never actually, your income will go down. You'll be able to still do the things that you do. So you have to continually innovate and, you know, create ways that you can get to them. There are so many ways. We have to kind of create so many ways. And you have to assess if some network, you selling to high income customer can provide access to influent networks. That means you meet people. You know, I go to a Koi club, meet a lot of people, meet people that use the product that would have traveled, and then they start buying the product and they use it. So these are all the things, and maybe I'll share the slide with you guys later so that you see why you need to actually do this. Ability to weather market volatility, opportunity to premium services, enforce brand image, feedback, and insight. So, but first and foremost, what I will tell everybody, this is the most important slide in this training. First and foremost, you must believe in your company, your products, and yourself. You won't or you won't sell. You must believe that the customer is buying from you and what you sell. The most important person in the world in this equation is you. So that's it. So you have to be really proud. You have to be you have to be confident, because these people when you are telling them about product, the first thing they want to see is how confident you are. You know, it's not like you're telling them about your Forever product, you are hiding under the table, or you are not proud of it. No, for my Forever product, everybody in my network knows that this is what I use. This is what I use. Any occasion I'm doing, there must be Forever product. So you must be, first and foremost, proud of your company, proud of your product, and proud of yourself. The number one way to increase sales is believe in what you are selling. Very important. You must believe in what you're selling. Because like these high-end users, you know, they are top notch. They want to see that boldness in you. They want to see that what they are selling there. It's just like somebody that, you know, don't have. You see a lot of people. I use this example most times. You see somebody that works for a motor company, and he's going to look for somebody to buy a Lexus or a Mercedes. But this man does not even have a taxi. But that confidence, because he believes in his company, he believes in what they are selling, he will go out there and get buyers to buy that Lexus, even if he can't even ride the Lexus. So those are the confidence we need to do. So first and foremost, you must believe in what you're selling. You must believe in forever. You must believe in yourself. You know, as Ziegler said, if you believe your product or services can fulfill a true need, it's your moral obligation to sell it. And another thing I want to emphasize too is networking. Maybe in my slide, I put it there. Networking. Let's go out there, maybe of networking and events. Maybe there's an event, maybe I look for like sports event most times, like maybe African Cup of Nations, or maybe they are doing something in Nigeria where you have where you know that government can really spend money. Look for somebody that can fix you up there. Look for somebody that can do it. Right now, you know, we're working on, there's a national sport festival coming out. You work on those national festival, or maybe if not about your product, I deal on certain products. So maybe there's a kind of product you're dealing with, you go there. Or networking, go, maybe you are into skincare or nutrition. Go for pharmaceutical networking, where you have those pharmaceutical big companies that come. A lot of them, I just started doing that right now, you know, looking for events that surround drinks, looking for events that surround where you can network, where you can see those big companies. Let not be afraid to reach out to those big companies. By the time you get there, you will see people who have come to network with those big companies, tell them about your products and tell them the quality of your product, tell them the exclusivity of your product and how your product is actually a top notch. So always believe in yourself. People don't buy what you sell. They buy what you believe. So believe in what you sell. If we have this as our number one phrase, number one motive, number one belief, there is nobody in Nigeria or in the world that you cannot sell your product to. You can sell your product to anybody, no matter who they are. So you have to let them know how your product is, and thank God for Forever product. I say it again, there is no product in the market today that can compete with our Forever product. So in summary, in what I've said, one thing you have to say, first of all, believe in your product, believe in yourself, believe in your company, sell your seal. Those seals are very important. Sell them. They are top notch. Sell them. When somebody sees your product, other product, you tell them it's only NAFTA that is in that product. I use that a lot. When you raise my product, you see a lot of sales. And then I do this a lot. All those products that have won award in UK, I bring them out. So when somebody say, oh, hi, by your skincare, I show them the awards. A lot of us don't use that. We need to use them. Oh, this skincare is there. I said, you know this product? It has won 5 awards in the UK beauty business. So by the time they see those certifications and those awards, and how exclusive your business is or your product is, there is no way they will pay anything to get your product. So I think that's all I need to talk about, selling to high-end user. And if you practice this, go for these people. Don't be afraid to tell them what you want. I'm sure that they will do, because I do that a lot and it has worked for me for the 11 years I've been in Forever. And I always say this, the money I have made in selling products in Forever is more than what is not, I'm not bragging, is more than what FFP has paid me as bonus. I'm not bragging, and that's true. Thank you for allowing me to share this, and I hope that someone has learned 1 or 2 from this and be able to use it. Thank you, Mr. D, for having me. And thank you, Network, for letting me talk.
Thank you, Network, for letting her do this. Thank you. Please, if your hands are not busy, let's give her those clap emojis. Let's give her those clap emojis. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I mean, she actually said, she said a lot. She said a lot. She tried to give all the qualities or the characteristics of the high-end customers. Said they are affluent customers. They are customers that love exclusivity, they love quality, they love personalized services. And to me, I think this is the first time that this is coming out, and it's an integral part of what we do in line with quality. She said, use your certifications. Use all the certifications that we have. This is very, very key. Very, very key. And I saw someone posted, where can I find the certifications? go online, go to our back end, go to www.foreverliving.com, go to the products, or go to shop. If you go to shop, if you click every product, you see the corresponding certifications. So that is where you can find the certifications. All the certifications are there for you to use. Thank you, Mrs. Temagbo, for bringing this up. She emphasized on presentation. Presentation is key for the high end. If you don't know how to present the product to the high end customers, you won't be able to sell to them. You won't be able to sell to them. And I tell you, you are not selling products, you are selling value. So ask yourself, try as much as possible to ask yourself, how do I answer this question for my high-end customers? What is in it for them? What is in it for them? So get emotional. If you cannot get an emotional response, like I said, that can, how do I put it now? That can marry what their needs are, that can tally with what they are looking for, that they can resonate, that's the right word, that they can resonate with. You need to get an emotional response to your product that can resonate with what the high-end customers are looking for. Somebody once told me that I think it was during COVID. During COVID, everybody was after vitamin. I think is it vitamin C? Everybody was after vitamin C, and people, all these high-end customers, were going for the vitamin C's with the big bottles. And one, I presented VC to one of Absorbent C to one of them, and it was like this small one. I said, this doesn't look small, but it's more powerful than that big bottle you're having. And when he took it, he actually attested to the fact that it was better. So the way you present this product really, really matters. Try as much as possible to personalize it, she said. Now, the most important person in this equation is you. I love this. The most important person in this equation is you. So what is your mindset? How do you see these high-end customers? Do you see them as people that you cannot connect with? Do you see them as people that are far from you? You cannot reach them. How do you brand yourself? I was talking to FO in Abuja last week or last 2 weeks, and I was admiring how she rebranded herself. So how do you brand yourself? Do you look cheap? Or do you look classy? Can they identify the qualities of your products with you? If they can, then you can connect. So thank you, Mr. Tamawo, for bringing that. Or you said, believe in what you are selling, believe in your product, believe in yourself. Knowing quite well that you are the most important person in this equation. That is a very, very powerful one. And she ended by saying that people don't buy what you sell. People don't buy what you sell, but they buy what you believe in. Do you believe in your product? That's one of the challenges that some of us have. So you carry your product like it's nothing. You don't give value to your product. You don't give value, and if you don't give value to your product, your customers will not give value to the same product. We only say that selling is a transfer of passion. You can't be passionate. Your customer cannot be more passionate than you. So the most important person in this equation is you. Mr. Temago, I know you still have a lot to tell us. We'll still have some few question and answer sections so that you can elaborate more. So thank you so much for presenting those wonderful ideas to us. So next on my list, it's Mr. Adu. Mr. Adu,
welcome, sir.
anything here? You just got to go out and tell us, tell us the way it is. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to all of us Mrs. Kehinde Adu. She's doing wonderfully well, and I know she has a lot of high-end customers that she sells to. So we will listen to her. So that she can give us some of the skills, like Mrs. Temago just did, some of the skills that we can make use of. Please, everybody here, you can see I'm writing. Right, right. This is not just, we're not just doing this for doing sake. We are doing this because we want to try as much as possible to transfer the skills that we have in-house to as many persons as possible. Mr. Adu, are you there? Let's see, Mrs. Adu.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Adu, we can hear you.
Hello, you can hear me. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Mrs.
So my
Adu.
name is Kehinde Ayo Adu. That's my name, and it's a pleasure to be here. I'm not.
Am I the only one that is not hearing her? Mr. Adu, can you?
We are not hearing her too.
Mr. Adu, are you there? Mr. Adu,
I
your
think she's
audio
back
is
now.
off.
She's
Okay.
back now.
Mr. Adu, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello.
Okay, let's go. Mr. Adu, we can hear you again, eh?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now.
All right. Okay. Oh, I said you have to create a relationship with anybody you want to sell your product to. That is very, very, very important. Because they must know who you are and they must like you. And another thing is that they must trust you. That is very important. If those three things are not there, I can tell you that that person will not buy from you. So it's important for you to nurture that relationship very well, build a rapport with them, connect with them, and importantly, be ready to help in terms of, okay, what do they need and things like that. Be friendly with them. It is very key because you don't just sell to anybody. You have to create that relationship first and be authentic. Things are very, very important so that they get to know you, to know you first before you can sell anything to them. And you must be someone that is approachable so that they might be, they will want to open up to you and say, oh, this is what I'm going through. This is what I'm going through. Can this product be of help to me? And one thing also you need to be someone that is passionate about your product, about your business. It's very key. Mrs. Itana mentioned that as well. You must be so passionate about your product, about your business. Because if you are not, I can tell you, there's no way you can move your product. You cannot move product to anybody. So when you are passionate, when they see that passion in you, the way you are talking to people, the way you carry yourself, your charisma, they will know definitely that what you are saying. You hired up. All those things are very, very important before you can actually move your product or before you can sell it to anybody. Embrace your past. Don't pretend to be who you are not. Before CSM mentioned, Mrs. Adu is quiet. I know I am, but when it comes to my products, when you give me that opportunity to talk to people, I about your products when you are talking to people. So as I've said also, embrace your personality, be authentic. Do not pretend at all. Because I want you to know that truth, so if you are pretending to be who you are not, eventually they will get to know. And you can be assured that that will mark everything, your relationship, whatever thing you want to tell to them. In fact, you cannot do that anymore because you are lying to them. You are not who you are. So that is very, very, very important. People need to know you. They need to like and trust you. So they will like you because of your passion, because of your energy. So, and again, you need to tell them your story, where you're coming from before you started. Were you doing what actually inspired you to say, okay, this business I will take from what you've been, and now that you're in the business, what have you been able to achieve? Health wise is also important because when they hear your story, they relate and say, oh, okay, before now that this lady is into this business, this product helping her, you know.
I think we lost her. Wait, Mr. Adu, are you there? Okay, I think we lost Mrs. Adu. Okay, while she tries to connect, let me re-echo some of the things that Mrs. Adu just mentioned to us that is very, very important that we go home with. The first one that she said is we need to create a relationship. Create a relationship. See, we can not overemphasize the importance of creating a relationship. Right? Harvey said you need to dig your well before you are thirsty. You need to dig your well before you are thirsty. Some of us go to people when you need them. When you are in need of something, that is when you go to people. People will not resonate with you. They won't want to identify with you when you only come to them when you need them. We always say that nobody wants to be sold. Right? Everybody needs somebody that is authentic. So if you are building a relationship, like she emphasized, you need to be very, very authentic. You need to be very, very authentic. It is key we all understand this. You need to be very, very authentic. Be authentic and be intentional in when you are building relationship with people. Mr. Adu, are you back? Okay. Mr. Adu?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Okay, so another thing that I'm so particular about that I represent my products. Anywhere I go, how do I do that? I generous is my products. I don't joke with that. You see me, first thing they ask me is, oh, when people see you, it's your face they normally look at, you know? So for us to move our products, you must use your products. Generous is important. Is important. So that gives you the avenue when people ask you, gives you that avenue to actually start talking about maybe one of products that you love most. Just give them one or two benefits, what that product has done for you. In particular, the aloe vera gel. Just give them one based on your own experience. Now, don't just tell them, for aloe vera does this. Aloe vera, no, based on your own personal experience. Because what want to let everyone else know that if you're not using your product, I can tell you cannot move the product. You can. There's no way. There's nothing you can tell anybody. They would definitely be using the product. So that is very key. You must represent your product very well, your products. Then another.
Mr. Adu, we can hear you. Mr. Adu, are you there? We can hear you. Okay, while we wait for her to reconnect or come back, Mr. Adu,
I'm here.
okay, good.
I'm back.
We're not hearing you. Okay, good.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you, but it's dragging.
Another thing that I want us to know is that
hello, Mr. Adu, are you there? Okay, I think let's wait for her to come back. Come back. Please pardon us. All of us are aware of the network issues that we have. It's not her making network issues that we have generally. So the network is too bad this period, but we'll try as much as possible to make the best use of it. So she said we should be approachable. We should be approachable. Some of us are not approachable. Be ready to help. Make sure, I mean, make deliberate efforts to connect with people. Make deliberate effort to connect with people. I always say, I mean, I'm actually an introvert. I'm sincere, I'm an introvert, but I mean, you make conscious efforts to you make yourself an extrovert by force, just for the sake of the business. Just for the sake of the business. So if you're like me, you're an introvert, try as much as possible to say, for the sake of my business, I am going to deliberately go out there to connect with people. And look for, like you said, look for networking events, look for opportunities that can help you connect. If you're in Abuja, find some time and go and always go to Transcorp, always go to Sheraton, go to the places that you know you can connect with people. Make deliberate efforts to do this. Mr. Adu, are you back? I am seeing her here,
yes,
but
the network is really.
Yes, the network is.
Yes.
The network,
okay, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Network, we can't hear you anymore. Well, the network is just kicking her out. And okay, let me continue. She said, sell your story. She said, sell your story. That means that you must have a story. You must have a story. Why are you in the business? What do you want to achieve? What have you achieved thus far? Have your story. Your story is unique to you. Find a way to form this story to an elevator speech. Imagine that you are in the elevator. How do you sell your story from ground floor till you get to the second floor? You must have an elevator speech. How do you have a 2-minute story, very passionate, very that people can respond to, that will give you results? You must find a way to sell your story. No two stories are the same, but you must find a way to know how to write your story and how to sell it. If you don't sell your story, nobody will sell it for you. It's your story. So that is what she said in line with creating relationship. And she said you must represent your product. You must represent your product. Let's not forget that you are your own first customer. You should be your own best customer. So if you're not using the product like we've always trained, find a way to sell 3 or 4. If you sell 4, the profit that you make will be enough for you to have 1 for free. That is the best way to get to use your product. Let's even say that you say, okay, fine, I can't afford it. Okay, how am I going to drink 30,000 naira a bottle of gel? Find a way to sell 4 bottles of gel, then the profit that you make will be enough for you to get 1. This applies to all our products, So find a way to do this and you have the product and you'll be able to expand the number of products that you can use or you have used. And you can tell your story. You can tell your story. She said, if you are not using your products, definitely you are limited to how much you can sell. You are limited to how much you can sell. So as we wait for her, at this point, I will call on Mrs. Achoma. Mrs. Achoma, are you there? Mrs.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yes, never ready. Mr. Achoma is somebody who cannot be tired of hearing from. So, Mr. Achoma, you can
Good evening, everyone. We thank you, Mr. Daniel, for this opportunity. It's actually really needed at this time because of the things that are happening. And one good thing that this training will do for us is I've written so many pages here. You can see me filling my pages and of the things that I have to go back to do. I want to first of all say that it's not about training. It's about putting into action what we learn. I want to start from there. And again, sometimes when we're going through a training, we listen and we say, oh, I can't do this. This is higher than me. This is not for me. No, listen, get all the points down, and then go back and look at them and now have your own action points where you're going to start from. And start from there and start building. So that's my advice before I go on. But I don't want to repeat all that Pastor Susan had said. Thank you so much, Pastor Susan. I got a lot from what you've said. And Mrs. Kehinde, thank you so much. Already, even with the bad network, I've written a full page on what you're saying. So I want to just, talk about some things that we have not mentioned this evening. And I'm going to be asking a lot of questions. And as I ask that questions, I'd like you to answer them for yourself. And I'm going to, I just want to shake us up a bit. I want to shake us up a bit and actually talk about these things. Because the truth of the matter is that if you have customers that are high-level customers, then you will remain in this business. Remember that the basic thing about the business, which we always teach and we always learn, we tell new people is be able to develop 20 to 30 customers who are buying products from you every month. And then you will at least be able to do your 4 case credits, 12 case credits without, sweating. So that each month you're developing new skills and developing yourself in a way that you can now be able to add up and get the incentives that are available for us in Forever Living. So I want to ask you, the first question is, who are high-level customers to you? Because, there are grades, there are levels. When we talk about high-level customers, Pastor Susan can come out and say, oh, I have high-level customers. Maybe people will buy 1 million naira, 2 million naira from her. Okay, and you cannot start Forever Business now and you want to sell like 1 million, 2 million to 20 to 30 people every month. And that's why I want to talk to us, those that are just joining the business, the young people, the youth among us, and people who are not as privileged as certain people, okay? When you are a high-end person, you're able to reach a high-end person easily. I'm not talking to those of us that are high-end today. I'm talking to those of us who are just starting, freshers, maybe those who are doing this business as a part-time extra stream income to at least get enough money to be comfortable. okay, it's still possible for you to get to the high level customers. I'm telling you, don't give up. It's something you need to work on. It's something you need to develop yourself. I'm going to be asking us those questions this evening. So, but you know, don't look at some people and say, oh no, I can't be like this person. Ah, Pastor, this one, okay, Susan is so and so, she's already rich, so she can reach those people. Yes, okay. But even if you're not rich, even if you're not high earning, even if you're just low there, you can still reach these people. So there are certain questions you need to write down and answer them and get to know your own personal answers to them and how you can get there, because it's not how I'll be able to reach the high level customers. It's not the same way I can reach them that Pastor Susan can reach them, that who is some people who are also not able to, maybe young people who are coming up will be able to reach them. There are different ways. Now, if the first question is the high-end people, where do they hang out? Where are they? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Where are they? And in your own environment, in your own circle, you need to find out where are these high-level customers? Where do they stay? Okay? Where are their homes? Where are their offices? Where do they do their recreation? Where do they go to? Okay, if they want to do anything, where do they go to? Okay, because we need to be just sincere and truthful to ourselves. Now you say, okay, they are in supermarkets. Many people don't go to supermarkets. They send their housekeepers, their stewards to go to the supermarket for them. They do online shopping for those, some of them. So you're not even, if you go to supermarket, you're meeting people who are really not high end and, you know, high level customers. Now, it's good for us to go to hotels. You know, I buy that. You can go to hotel from time to time. But, you know, I ask myself, if I go to Sheraton every week, are they not going to begin to wonder, what is this woman doing here? Because am I going to buy food to eat? Am I going to buy a drink and sit down with a bottle of a drink each time I come in? Because they have security people around and they have all that. So it's not where you can make like every week thing. Maybe it's once in a while. So we must find a way we'll be able to reach the high level customers, to be able to do what we are asked as the basic discipline in this business, talking to 5 to 10 of them every day. So then I ask the second question, what attracts high level customers? What is it that attracts them? Okay, what needs do they have? What attracts them? You know, when I was talking with someone over the weekend, she was like complaining about someone, and she said, I don't even know how she expects to be able to reach these, you know, young, you know, tish people, because that's the way she dresses, the way she puts herself and things like that. Okay, so what attracts high level customers? You need to note it, you need to understand it, you need to be able to, you know what that is. And then the third question I have is, what needs do they have? What are they looking for? What needs do they have? What problems are they going through? What are their pain points? This is the same question asked in 3 different ways: their needs, their problems, their pain points. And then by the time you know what these are, what forever products can meet their needs? What forever products can solve their problems? What forever products will be able to hit that their pain point, as if you are using a nail and a hammer to hit it directly, for them to be able to say, oh, wow, it's like their wow moment, okay, by the time they get to know it. So these are some of the things you need to know. And then ask yourself personally, will I be able to reach high level customers where they hang out? Will I be able to reach them in their homes? Because of course, you know, you can't just go and knock at the gate and say, oh, I want, you know, if you drop the flyer at the gate, is the gateman, the security guards that you're dropping it for is not reaching them. You go to the office, you want to reach them in the office. Do you have an appointment? You're not able to reach them by appointment. And let me tell us the truth, sometimes when I get to hotel, even though I'm there, Some of these people, they're either on their phone, even in the escalator, they're just on their phone. You get out to see them, they are looking, they're snobbish, they are, you know. So how do you get to these people? How will you be able to reach them? How do you connect to them? How do you connect to them? Because there has to be a stable, a frequent, an organized way that you're able to reach these people every week. So that's the question I'm asking you, because your environment is different from my environment, is different from any, you know, your state. Those in Abuja, Port Harcourt, Lagos, it might be easier for you, okay, to be able to get some of these people. And remember, why it's so important for us to be able to get high-level customers is because also of what is happening in Nigeria today. A lot of middle-class people are getting even to the lower class level. So, you know, I used to have a principal in my school, and anytime I talk about my school doing something very, very nice, something very good, he will ask me a question. He says, "Madam, this thing you want to do in this school now and in this environment is like somebody who is taking tea, you know, tea. You're now bringing oval tea." He says over tea. You're now bringing over tea, which is oval tea. He says people who are taking tea, that they have not even taken enough tea, we don't look at over tea. Okay, so many people now, I can remember a few people that you talk about supplements, they will tell you that they call this supplements. That's I will finish eating food first before I begin to supplement. So it's an eye-opener for us now that whatever it takes, whatever you can do to be able to reach the high-level customers, you need to start doing it. You need to put it into action. So how do you connect to them? Now, basically, Pastor Susan and Mrs. Adu has already talked about this, but I just want to, you know, chip it in that you need to develop yourself. You need personal development. Then you need to research, you need to study, you need to understand, and you need to master the pain points, the problems, the needs of the high-level customers. Because nobody is, if you're able to research and master all this, then you are not able to organize yourself in a way that you'll be able to reach out to them when you have solved the problem of how do you get to them, to be able to talk to 5 to 10 of them every day. Now, remember, it's a game of average. I know that high-end people, okay, they have the money. Money is not their problem. I always say this. I have the privilege of getting to people, Nigerians in diaspora, okay? And you know, one thing about them is that it just gave me the confidence that when you were able to reach the high-level customers, at least one problem is solved. Looking at, oh, how much is it? How do I get it? So now we are left with the problem of being able to deliver, being able to present yourself well, being able to convince them that they actually need these products. The people that have spoken before have said so much about this. So research, study, understand, and master the pain points, the problems, and the needs of the high level customers. And then you position yourself to solve their problems. You position yourself, you master to solve them. And remember, I'm saying this from the point of view of solution, offering value and solution to these people, okay? So that means you're not able to reach out to every high end. So then that brings me back to having a kind of ideal client, having a kind of section, having a kind of niche that you will master and you stay put on it until you're able to reach the high level customers in it. And that is what I have done for myself, okay? I studied all those things and I found out, I asked myself, who is my ideal client? I found out my ideal client, middle-aged women, and I asked myself, what's their biggest pain points? I found out what their biggest pain point was, and I researched, I studied, I took a lot of time, I put in a lot of research, a lot of self-development, a lot of schooling, and I've done a lot of online schools, okay, to be able to know much and all and become an expert in that field. Now, becoming an expert in that field, things are in stages. I started reaching out to these people, and then I'm now get to reach out to the high-level customers that are in my niche, that are my ideal clients, okay? And then I'm solving their problems. So, where you position yourself is very, very important. You need to reach them out to where they are. Now, there's something that, we've talked about going to hotels, we've talked about networking, going to events and things like that. Absolutely very well. We need to combine all this. But there's one place I found out that whether you're a young person, you're not rich, you're not able to pay for some events, you're not able to go get a meal in Sheraton Hotel, you're not able to go register in continental gyms or all these big hotels and big places, the gym there, so that you're able to go for gym and you're able to meet all those people. You might not have that money, but there is one platform that will not segregate the rich, the poor, the young, or whatever, and that is social media. Social media is a very, very easy way for you to reach out to high-level customers. Now, let me summarize what I've said. First of all, find out the social media where they hang out. Find out what their problems and their needs are. And then reach out to them in that social media space. After you have trained yourself to know all the social media tricks and skills that you need to be able to attract them, because they need to be attracted. You need the scripts, to know how to write the scripts. You need to know how to do the videos, if it's videos. You need to know how to do the still posts and posters to be able to reach them. You need to be able to communicate. You need to be able to catch them when they are scrolling so that they will be able to get to you. Okay, because social media, they are in their offices, they are scrolling in social media, they are in their homes, they are scrolling in their social media, they are in their gym or whatever, they are scrolling. So that is one platform that anybody, you don't have any excuse. You will not say there that, I can't go to hotels, I can't go to pay for any network, I can't reach out there. Social media is there for you. So I just want to encourage us and summarize by saying, develop yourself, research on these high earners, get to know what their pain points. This is very, very important. Let me tell you something. When people are in pain, they can pay anything. When people are in pain, they are not looking at whom you are. When you present to them what can solve their problem, they don't want to know anything. They just want that pain to go. So I think with these few points, I've been able to bring out some things, Mr. Daniel. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Achonwa. I told you she's going to look at it from a different perspective. Thank you so much. That is why we have variety in our business. I tell you, we have all the skills that we actually need in our business to drive this business. Now, Mr. Achonwa actually gave us more questions than answers, and these questions are very, very unique. Very, very unique. I don't know whether you wrote the questions down. If you did not, I will help you summarize some of the things that she said. Or I will help re-echo the questions so that you can take them down. The first question that she asked, we're all talking about we're talking about how high-level customers, high-class customers, high-end customers, all the A's plus A plus, A plus plus, A plus plus plus, whatever you want to classify them. Who are they to you? That's the first question that she asked all of us. So at your level, who are your high-level customers? This is the question that we all need to find an answer to. Sincerely, who are your high-end customers? Because my high-end customers are different from your high-end customers. This is a question that you need to answer. And if you look at all the questions that Mrs. Achonwa asked, it's all about finding that customer persona, identifying or profiling your customer. So when we say high end, how do you profile your own high end customers? What are their demographics? What are their demographics? Because if you are let's say an executive, yes, your high end customers might also be other executives, because that's where your profiling will go along that direction. So who are your high-end customers? What are their profiles? What are their demographics? What are the psychographic information that you have about them? So what are their motivations? What are their values? What do they like to do? Because for you to know and be able to solve someone's issues, or for you to serve as a solution provider, you must know exactly who these persons are and what their pain point, like she said, what their pain points are. If you don't know this, then you will not know exactly how to create a niche to support that. Thank you, Mr. Choma, for bringing that point out. She also asked, what attracts high-level customers? What do you think that attracts them? What? Because once you define what your own high-level customers, then the attractions are different. But if you can't define them properly, you might be copying what attracts my own high-level customers, and that won't work for you. And that is why what we are doing tonight is not a one-cap-fit-all situation. And that is why it's important to write and go back and come up with a strategy that will work for you. Because our high-end customers are not the same. So what are their needs? My own high-end customers, their needs, the first need that they have is stress. The first need that they have is stress, because they jump from meetings to meetings, and I tell you, most of them are sales managers, and sales targets want to kill them. So they manage businesses, and the highest thing, the highest need they have now is, hey, what can you give me to make me count down? What can you give me to make me sleep? What can you give me to bring me back to normal? That is what their need is. Now, let me cite this example here. One of my own friends, she said, if it's 100,000 or 200,000 that I have to spend on myself every day to come back to normal, every month to come back to normal, I will spend it, because that is the only money I spend for myself. Others, I give it to people. So I give to family, I give to relatives, I give to this, I give to this. This supplement is the only thing that I give myself. And I know that he's a branch manager. I know that his target is killing him. So that is his pain point. That is his pain point. Now, one of them said, that was when we didn't have FAB. He said, so Daniel, you want me to be drinking, I don't want to call any brand's name. You want me to be drinking all these energy drinks that they are selling everywhere with all these small boys? I want, if I put FAB on my table, let them go and check the price of FAB. Then they will know that we are not on the same level. So that is exclusivity. Like Mrs. Setema was said. So they want to identify with something that is expensive. But you have to define who they are for you. So, Mr. Chongwa, thanks for bringing that out. Please try and find out the pain points of your own high-level customers. I tell you, the pain point of your customers can be that they have one issue or the other that they want to solve. It might not be stress. It might be vitality. It might be weight loss. Because once you can relate to people's pain points, they will pay. They will be ready to pay, and they can serve as your high-level customers. So when we say high-level customers, don't think that we're always talking about the high and mighty. A guy in Benin one Sunday called me and said, I need multi-marker now. I told him I'm in Lagos. He said, but I got your address on the online. I need multi-marker now. At that point, that was his own pain point. I need it now. And immediately that multi-marker was delivered to him 30 minutes after. He called me and said, thank you. So don't think that when we talk about pain points or when we talk about high-end customers, we are talking about the executives and you don't have any in your network. That's not what we're talking about. We're saying identify what this means within your own network and run with it. So once you can do that, the next thing she asked us is, how can you reach them? How can you reach them? Don't allow ego. Don't allow inferiority stop you from reaching your high-end customers. Don't allow any of this stop you. I shared with some people. I said a goal for myself. I said, I know I have 50 friends that can buy 0.5 cc every month. How can I make that happen? 50 friends that can buy 0.5 cc every month. They're not buying it because of me. They're buying it because they all have pain points. Pain points that's, 50. Ask yourself, how many can you get that can buy, even if it's 0.2 case credit from you every month? They're not buying it because they're doing you a favor. They're buying it because you are touching their pain points. So that is the essence of this today. And Mr. Shoma said, she crowned it by saying, social media is the leveler. Social media is the leveler. And we all know it's true. Social media is the leveler. So once you can have a good niche, you have a good story, you have a good write-up, and you are ready to share, you are ready to connect, you are ready to boost this, you are ready to promote it, I tell you, you will be able to reach them. I shared with some people last week, there are so many people that are looking for where to get our products and they cannot get it. They cannot get it. Presently online, the fastest selling products that we have is Arctic Sea. So Arctic Sea, we can have Arctic Sea in every home, because in every home we have 2 or 3 hearts that are beating every day and are in need of Arctic Sea. And these customers are all out there searching for Arctic Sea, irrespective of the price we increased. That guy is still selling at least 3 Arctic Seas every day. And I tell you, it's above retail. So the question is not, do we have people there? Do we have high-end customers that can buy? Yes, we have. The question is not, do we have the right products or with the right quality, the right certifications? We have all this. But like Mrs. Sitemago said, the main issue is you. The most important person in this equation is you. You are the most important person in this equation. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all our speakers, as I will now, if you have any question, because I want us to close by 9, if you have any question, you can send it on the Q&A chat. If you have any question for them, if you have any question, put it on the chat so that I can ask. Just put it on the chat so that we can ask on your behalf if you have any question. If you have any question for them, please and please, guys, customer profiling is very, very important. Profile your own high-level customers. Profile your own high-level customers. Please have the right mindset. Nobody has the exclusive rights for high-level customers. We are all exposed to high-level customers at our levels, at our different levels. At our different levels. One thing is key that Mrs. Adu talked about: credibility. Credibility is key. I tell you, credibility serves as the foundation for trust and confidence building. And if you have noticed, if you are not credible, it doesn't just affect you. Credibility affects your credibility, or you not being credible affects everybody. It affects everybody in the industry, and it affects all of us. That is why for you to be able to partner and reach high-level customers, we must have credible, we must have integrity. We must be seen as credible business owners. So turn up when you're supposed to turn up. Let your yes be your yes. Don't promise what you cannot deliver. Don't say because you want to sell or you want to meet your monthly requirements, you force people to do what is not right. Because once you do this, remember, it doesn't just affect you, it affects all of us. It affects all of us. So if we don't have any question, because on the Q&A, I have not seen any question. What are the products with black spots used to remove it? I don't understand this. I don't understand. This is not a product, a training. Please and please, just when you attend the product trainings, we're going to have a product application training this month. I think it's next week. We'll be able to answer this question. Or if you come for our product trainings on Tuesdays, we'll be able to answer this question. So if you don't have any question, I want to seize this opportunity to thank all of us for being part of this today. Tomorrow, we are having our BOM. We are resuming our Sunday BOMs. And we are going to have a guest tomorrow. Our guest speaker tomorrow will be the country sales manager of Tanzania, Enos Salema. Enos is going to be our host for tomorrow. So try as much as possible. So tomorrow is for your guests. Like we said, today is for our FBOs, our business owners, because it's an internal training. Tomorrow is for all your prospects, all the prospects that you cannot talk to, the people you tag as high end. So you can invite them tomorrow for the BOM. So we're starting by 7. And so we'll do this going forward. We'll do this every Saturday and Sunday. And we've had some concerns about the timing. We'll look at it and see the time that works best for all of us, considering the fasting. So we'll look at that tomorrow and know the time that works best. There's a question: when a client is given the company's account to pay for product required, how will the office know? Okay, it's very, very simple. You can discuss with our center staff. You have different account numbers. Once you pay, definitely you need to give them the reference. I tell you, it can be sweet, because all the people that pay to us directly, their customers buy at retail. like Mrs. Temago said, it is sweet when you are paid, when the customer pays at retail, and at the end of the month, you are getting your retail profit. Retail profit is very, very sweet. Very, very sweet. So you can discuss that with the center managers, or when the payment is made, you present the payment reference, and accounts can use that to post the product for you. Do we have any other question? Let me see. There are many questions on the chat, no? I'm looking at the question and answer segment here. Or if it, okay, you said it was posted on the chat. Let me see. Okay, let me go to the chat and see. I think we need to emphasize, yes, we are doing that already. We are doing that already. When we call for these trainings, please come out. That reminds me, we are going to have our super users, first super users training on Thursday next week. First users, super user trainings for all our tools. We are asking all the team members to either have super users. If you are going to be the super user for your team, definitely join that training on Thursday next week. We are going to have our super user trainings. Super users are meant to support you and your team. They are supposed to be closer to you than the office. They are supposed to be there. They are your team members that are tech savvy, that can help you, that can help you with all the tools or all social media related or tech related solutions that we have. I'm trying to see, okay, Mrs. Josephine, thank you so much for joining. This is not a place to talk about bonuses, because we have paid the bonuses. If you have not received your bonus, we'll pay the bonuses. It is the bank and the networks that are holding it. The network have been bad since, the bonuses were paid on the 14th. I think we need to separate deals with, could separately deal with products and become a master of the product to further enhance. Yes, product training, we cannot emphasize the importance of product training, as is. We cannot overemphasize that. That is why we say people need to come out for trainings. People need to come out for trainings. We have product trainings. Now we are moving to product application trainings. Product application trainings will deal directly on specific products and how to sell them. I'm trying to see if we still have questions. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I want to, in a very special way, I want to thank Mrs. Achong. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for finding time to share your experience this evening with us, and thank you for bringing the social media touch to it as the leveler. So, social media is definitely the leveler. We should all hop up to social media and make the best use of it. Thank you so much, Mrs. Temabo, for the passion, for everything that you do, for all the skills and the experience that you've shared with our people today. We are grateful. Mrs. Adu, I want to also in a very special way, thank you for sharing your experience and your ideas and your passion for the business with all of us this evening. In a very special way, I want to thank each and every one of us that deemed it fit to join us tonight. Thank you so much for identifying with this training. We look forward to seeing you, and most importantly, we look forward to you inviting your guests tomorrow. Look forward to inviting your guests tomorrow. Like I said, so we'll do this every Saturday evenings and every Sundays. This does not all the other programs that we have in the centers will still continue. So thank you so much for having joined us tonight. Wishing you the best of the rest of the evening. If it doesn't make you smile, change it. Bye-bye.